Hey, I'm Joel Klatt. It's that time. Let's get down to it. Heisman Trophy hopefuls. Let's start with the dark horse. A guy that some people have talked about, but not everybody, Quentin Flowers. This is a guy at South Florida that had massive numbers a year ago and nobody realized it. 1,500 yards rushing. He was one of only 2 players in all of college football to rush the ball over 195 times and average over 7.5 yards per carry. That's insane. He doesn't just do it on the ground though either. He threw for 62%, 2,800 yards, and 24 touchdown passes. Basically, this guy was like Lamar Jackson light. Look for Quentin Flowers to make a serious push for the Heisman Trophy. Now, the 3 guys that I think are just absolute locks to go to New York. I'm going to start with Baker Mayfield at Oklahoma. He was a 196 efficiency rating. That's the greatest in the history of our sport a year ago. He still has Mark Andrews as tight end. He still has his offensive coordinator, who's now his head coach in Lincoln Riley. I think Baker's going to have a big year and is likely going to be in New York. The man with the trophy already on his mantle, Lamar Jackson, fully expect him to be right back. Now, there have been 7 Heisman Trophy winners since the year 2000 to come back and play another season of college football. It's really difficult to win the trophy again. That's why I don't think he's going to win it, but he's going to be a numbers machine. It hasn't been since Michael Vick that a quarterback has made me get to the edge of my seat like Lamar Jackson can when he takes off outside of the pocket. Sam Darnold will be in New York. I don't think he's going to win because the target is too big. Listen, I think he's the best player in college football, but like Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning before him, when the target's on your back, it's incredibly difficult to actually win the trophy. Any poor play in any one game could knock Sam Darnold out of the conversation completely, but he should get that invite to New York. Now my pick, the guy who I think is going to win the Heisman Trophy, Mason Rudolph at Oklahoma State. He's this perfect combination of on the radar, yet not the favorite, where we're going to pay attention to him as he puts up gaudy numbers when they're likely undefeated through the first half of the season, maybe 3/4 of the season before they play Oklahoma. And yet he's not the favorite, so we're not going to expect him to be perfect every single week. Mason Rudolph in that offense and that wide receiver core is going to put up huge numbers, and we're going to be following him each and every week en route to what I think is a Heisman Trophy for Oklahoma State.